Welcome back to Rev It Up Bowling. My name is Jason Robarge, and today we got a ball review for you. What we're going to be doing today is reviewing the brand new Turbo X. Now, when this video comes out, this ball has already been released. We are getting back into the swing of things with Rev It Up. I've been gone for a little while, about 6-8 months or so. Honestly, I was a little burnt out of bowling. Do a lot of bowling here recently. One of the things to give was the channel. But we're back. We're going to be putting out a lot of content here coming up in the next 6 months or so. Keep an eye out for that. But we're gonna start out with a simple ball review video. The reason I am doing the Turbo X, even though it's been out for a little bit, is because there's a lot of people, especially if you're above 40, who love this bowling ball. There's a lot of people that I've been talking to that are saying, oh, I threw the old one, it was amazing, can I get the new one? I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an idea on what this ball does, where it fits in your arsenal, and where to play on the lane. Without further ado, let's get into it. So like any other ball review video, what we're gonna be doing is throwing the Turbo X up 5, 10, 15, 20, basically playing the whole lane in order to get an idea on what this ball does, where it likes to play, and where I can feel like I can throw it in tournaments and stuff like that. What we're gonna do is just get one going up 5, see what it does, and do some review. Turbo X, Ebonite's first reactive ball. That's not what I expected. Well, that looked good up 5. We are bowling on our normal ball review shot. It's basically a house shot with some more volume. Simply, I can throw all sorts of different types of balls across the entire lane. Far up 5, that was surprisingly good. We're gonna go ahead and try to repeat it. My expectation would be it would check and go, but let's see what it does here. Wow. Okay, from what I've seen with it, I mean, in the friction, it's still really smooth. Ebonite marketed this ball to be more of a skid flip type of bowling ball. Typically when the pattern is much more blended, typically not on fresh, and possibly like there's more friction in the heads. It definitely enjoys friction. Like there's definitely friction there, and it didn't check and go. It's still blended. So that is very surprising. We're gonna play around that arrow a little bit more. I'm just gonna move into like 7, 8, still get it up to 5 and see what it does. Wow. That looked really good. I'm generally surprised. I really thought, and that's why we throw these, that's why we have these ball reviews. In my mind, looking at the numbers, 2.554 in a 14 for an RG, 2.517 in a 15 for the RG, and a .040 in the diff. I just expected with this cover stock, with the surface more specifically, that it would check and be more responsive off friction. It's blending quite nice. Now this does have the 10.7 GB solid cover stock with HK22 base. The HK22 with the 10.7, not a crazy aggressive cover stock. I still thought it would retain more energy and be sharper. This is retaining the right amount of energy. Let's go ahead and try to throw that again. And not too bad. Not too bad. Like honestly, I'm pretty happy with that, especially for a house shot that I can play up the boards. I mean, I'm pretty happy about that. A similar ball to this that I've thrown in the past. Now, the surfaces were different out of box. Was the sneak attack solid? I was able to play the sneak attack when I did do the ball review around this area. And this is the same shot. As a comp, sneak attack solid, depending on the friction or the surface that's on it. We're gonna move in a little bit. We're gonna try second arrow. This one's gonna kind of try to go up second arrow. I don't really want to belly it too much. Maybe 8, but we'll see. That was about 5, 6, but that's okay. That looked really, really good. From a confidence standpoint, I'm already like sunk into this ball. If I can do that, be able to play different areas, that's like instant gratification. I'm a millennial. Give me that instant gratification. That looked pretty good. Let's go ahead and move a little bit further left. Let's go, 12, 13. And again, I do want it right at that 10 tracers. 8-ish. If I get it to 5, oh well. All right, I missed right, but that's okay. Didn't have the recovery that could be there. Not a big deal. One more. Around that area. Good shot here. 12. Yeah, that was money. That one felt really, really good. As I cross a little bit more boards, as it's going through the pins, it's a little bit less continuous. It's covering a little bit more boards than it was when I was playing right up the lane a little bit more, but it still looks good, it still looks good. This ball does have dynamic core in it, which is awesome. It's an additive that they put on the outer layers just to make the pins bounce a little bit more. This also has the dot system. As you can see here, I did throw the pin in the ring finger, but with the dot system, you can go literally anywhere. That's awesome. What was the other thing I was gonna say on it? The layout I did put on this was a 45 by 4 3/4 by 50. That's kind of my symmetric go-to. Pin and ring finger, maybe pin a little bit lower, maybe pin a little bit higher. But generally, I'm always kind of falling in that ring finger. My ASIMs are a little bit different though. We're gonna do a little bit further in. We're gonna go third arrow to about 8, 10, roughly down lane. We want to be at 20 with our feet. Yeah, that ball looked good. I like this house pattern. This is good. So yeah, I mean, that looked phenomenal too. Seems like this ball, midline symmetric, you're gonna want versatility, and this is what that ball's giving you. Skid flip. I wouldn't say it's skid flippy. It is a little bit more rounded. I think if it was a pearl cover stock, maybe a little bit less like underlying friction with the surface before it's polished. Maybe that will help a little bit to make it more skid flippy. But as far, I would bring this ball out, maybe not game one, but like more of a higher friction house, possibly game one, but for sure like a complement to like a hammerhead, even a stealth mode if you want to drop a little bit lower, could be a good complement to it as well. This time we're gonna go into probably around 17, 18. Again, try to get it up to 10 for 22, 23, okay. Yeah, definitely got that. We're going to do that again. I have noticed when I do throw it right, now obviously it's not supposed to be there, but it doesn't recover. It needs friction is basically what I'm saying. If it's in the oil too long, or if it's covering too many boards, like it doesn't see the friction until maybe a little bit further down lane, it seems like it struggles a little bit to make the corner. It's not a big ball, it's not surprised by it. Yeah, much better. Yeah, it definitely seems like if I get the angles opened wide early, it struggles to make it back. Now, fresh, I bowled on this now for a game and a half. I'm not surprised. I think maybe later on, you can open this ball up, you can get it going more left or right. But currently on the fresh house shot, it needs more. It definitely needs friction, for sure. If it's just in the oil the whole time, I'm thinking it's either just gonna check or just not go. This one, I don't plan on striking. I just wanna throw it in the oil as much as possible, just to see what it looks like when it's in volume longer. Yeah, struggles a little bit to make the corner, but it's not awful. Like, still confident with this ball, still enjoy it. I think balls like these ones where they're very built to be simplistic, I really like. They're controllable, stuff like that. I'm gonna move back right, because I think that's kind of the money play. We're gonna go and throw some more shots, but like I said, I think if you're looking for something that's benchmark ball-like, but it's cleaner through the head. If like you're at a house with a lot of friction, maybe a little bit less volume, I could see this ball be money. I think on higher volumes, it's gonna struggle. I think that's when you're gonna get that skid flip, which if you need the volume, typically maybe that's fresh, you might not need it as much. I'm thinking that this ball is gonna be something where if you can play with it on fresh, the lanes probably have to have quite a bit of friction. Yeah, or more specifically, I think it's gonna be really good for those game 2, game 3, game 4. I'm thinking I can be able to stay in this ball for quite a long time, especially if it complements my hammerhead, which is my favorite ball at the moment right now. Let's go move back right. We're gonna go back to 12, see what that looks like. Yeah, that's money. Whenever you bowl and you're looking for ball shape, you need one of two things, three things technically. First one is you gotta be perfect. Well, no one's perfect, cross that one off the board. Or you need to make sure you have out, or you need to make sure you have in. Everyone needs a miss. For this particular ball, I think the miss is friction. I think that it's something that once I have a little bit of a way, I can miss right, see the friction, and that ball just won't check and come back. With ASIMs more specifically, sometimes, if the pattern's not as blended, the balls can get a little bit unpredictable. Where if you send them to the friction quick, they may just spool up and check left, or if you get them in, well, it just doesn't cover as many boards and it just doesn't have as much time and it will check and go past the pockets. I'm thinking something like this is gonna be really good for when I can find my mispy friction. Let's do that again. I think that shot was just quality. Let's try that again. God, that looks good. Yeah, I really enjoy this ball. Quite a bit. Some of the things, let me know in the comments. Did you drill an original? Now the original came out in the 90s. Probably dating yourself a little bit, but please let me know if you did drill the original. How'd you like it? Have you drilled this one? How's it compare? Now, I obviously did not throw the original. I was -3 years old-ish when it came out. I think it came out in the early 90s. I didn't throw the original, so I have nothing to compare it to. But with Ebonite's progress in the last 3 decades in ball evolution, this ball, I'm sure, is significantly different than the original. Probably the only thing being the same is the core and the name. But in general, as ball motion goes, I'm in love with this already. I think balls like the hammerhead do really well for me. And I think what I can do is throw that ball. And once that ball starts seeing a little bit of early friction, especially given the fact that the surface changes are different, there's different surfaces, I'm thinking I could kind of stay in the same place, just ball down to this, and then I'm back in the pocket. I'm thinking it's gonna be a good complement to the hammerhead. If you're a storm guy, phase 2. If your stealth mode might be a little bit more aggressive, but something like that. You can even go with the hazmat solid, similar to the stealth, as a complement, a ball up per se. Let's go in a little bit. It's hard to move away from that kind of ball motion. Not bad, got it right. Yeah, so far what I've seen with this, it's creating the same motion no matter where I throw it. Now, if I throw it right out of bounds, it doesn't have a shot. Sure, that makes sense, it's a bad shot. But overall, where I've been playing, it kind of does the same thing. Now, if I play further right, I definitely see that ball picking up a little earlier, a little bit slower to respond. If I get the ball in a little bit, it's get a little bit more of what it is advertised as a skid flip ball. I think if you, depending on how you drill it, you can make this a skid flippy ball. Especially if you're keeping polish or something like that on it. But if you are looking for a smooth, relatively controllable ball, I think this does it. It's cleaner through the fronts than like something, per se, like a hammerhead. Maybe even the sneak attack solid, given the fact that it had surface on it. We're gonna end on a strike ace. Oh, I just pured it. Pured it. Well, that was a ball review of the brand new Ebonite Turbo X. It's already released. Please go pick one up at your local pro shop or get it offline. I really do enjoy it. If you're looking for something that's benchmark ball-like, maybe a little bit cleaner, this is definitely gonna be the ball for you. With that said, my name is Jason Robarge. This is Rev It Up Bowling. Much love, peace.